Hello and welcome. This video will cover the Ontario Building Code Supplementary Building Standard SB 12, focusing on the prescriptive path only. The various prescriptive paths are found in 6 different climate tables, grouped by climate zone and space heating system type. Please note that if your gross window-to-wall ratio is greater than 22%, you will need to pursue a different path to achieve building code compliance. If this is your situation, please find us at www.greenraiders.ca to talk through the options available to you. This ratio is the gross window area divided by the gross area of the peripheral walls, measured from grade to the top of the uppermost ceiling, and specifically excludes any glazing area in the main entrance door and adjacent sidelights. On the other hand, if you have less than a 22% window-to-wall ratio, you could comply by following a pre-approved prescriptive compliance path. Shown are the 6 tables of pre-approved compliance paths, grouped according to climate zone and space heating system. Zone 1 includes all municipalities where there is less than 5,000 heating degree days in 1 year. The number of heating degree days can be found in the Ontario Building Code Supplementary Building Standard SB 1. Zone 2 includes all municipalities with 5,000 heating degree days or more. The tables are also arranged according to the type of space heating system planned for the home. Where the house's space heating system has a 90% annual fuel utilization efficiency, also known as AFUE, or greater, the prescriptive path should be chosen from tables 2.1.1.2.a and 2.1.1.3.a. Solid fuel burning and earth energy systems should also use those tables appropriate to their climate zone. If the space heating system is between 78 and 90% AFUE, then tables 2.1.1.2.b and 2.1.1.3.b should be consulted. And if more than 10% of the heating capacity is in the form of electric resistance heat, then tables C should be used. Having picked one table to go through, for an example, I will cover table 2.1.1.2.a with the understanding that the same basic premise is used for all the tables. If the home that we're planning on building is in an area that sees less than 5,000 heating degree days a year, it is in Zone 1. And if the space heating system efficiency is greater than 90% AFUE, then table 2.1.1.2.a should be used, which we'll now focus on. We can see that there are 13 different options available for this home, labeled A through M. Each option has a different set of required R values and mechanical equipment. We'll go through one package to ensure clarity. Arbitrarily having chosen package G, we can see what the requirements are for each item, keeping in mind that the only surfaces that are in contact with both external ambient air or ground and whose internal surface is heated need to be insulated, for example, exterior walls and ceilings. For the purposes of calculating R value, any reflective surfaces shall not be considered towards the total. For package G, any ceiling with an attic space must install a nominal R value of 50, with all packages having a minimum R value at the location directly above attic hatches and the inner surfaces of exterior walls of R20. The ceiling without an attic space has a minimum of R31, which is the same as that required of an exposed floor. Walls above grade are a bit more complicated, and they include walkout basement walls containing the door in this package must be R24. The exception to this is laid out in section 2.1.1.2, sentence 7, which provides a trade-off for packages D, E, F, G, H, or M, where those packages are allowed to reduce their wall insulation to R20, provided they increase the energy efficiency of their windows by 1 Energy Star zone and increase the energy factor of their water heater by 8 percentage points. For packages F, G, and H, another possible trade-off for the main walls is to increase the basement walls to a minimum of R20 and choose 2 of the listed upgrades, where option A is to increase the ceiling with attic insulation to R60, B is to increase the HRV seasonal recovery efficiency, or SRE, by at least 8%, C is to increase the minimum furnace AFUE by at least 2%, and option D is to increase the minimum energy factor for the domestic hot water by at least 4%. If you are planning on using blown-in or spray foam insulation within packages D, E, F, G, H, or M, then additional trade-offs are available to you. Please read SB 12 for details. If you're building a log home or using post and beam construction, then the permitted wall R value is much lower, And again, please read SB 12 section 2.1.1.5 for details. Basement walls must be a minimum of R12 insulated to within 200 millimeters of the floor slab. For walkout basements, the wall containing the door, and any wall where over 50% of the wall area is above grade must meet the walls above grade insulation requirements. In package G, that would be R24. The below grade slab, where the entire slab is more than 600 millimeters, or 2 feet, below grade, does not need any insulation. However, when the slab is within 600 millimeters of grade, the edge of the slab needs to be insulated with at least R10 insulation, extending no less than 600 millimeters below the exterior ground level. As well, when the floor slab is within 600 millimeters of grade, the entire slab must be insulated to R10. If the slab contains heating elements such as ducts, pipes, tubes, or cables, the heated area that is in contact with the ground shall be insulated to R10. For a window-to-wall ratio of 17% and below, package G requires a metric U value of 1.8 or lower, or a minimum energy rating of 21. For a window-to-wall ratio between 17 and 22%, the minimum metric U value requirement goes to a 1.6 or lower, or an energy rating of 25. Energy ratings can be found in Table 2.1.1.8. Skylights must all meet a metric U value of 2.8 or lower. There is no energy rating alternative for skylights. In our chosen package, the minimum annual fuel utilization efficiency for the space heating system must be 92%. The minimum seasonal recovery efficiency at 0 degrees Celsius for the heat recovery ventilator, or HRV, must be 60%, and the energy factor for the hot water heater must be a minimum of 0.62. Meet all these requirements, and you should have no problems meeting the code minimum for energy efficiency. I would now like to talk about several special cases, packages K, L, and M, which are cases for homes using insulated concrete forms for walls, or using a combined space and water heating system. Package K is for a house whose basement and above grade walls are made of insulated concrete forms, or ICFs. That house may also choose to comply with any other package and is not limited to only package K. Package L is for a home that has a basement built with insulated concrete forms and may choose to pick any other package except for package K. And our last package, M, is for a house using combined space and water heater. The efficiency levels must either meet those specified or the equipment must be of the condensing type to meet this package. This concludes our talk about the SB 12 prescriptive path. If you have any questions or would like more information, please find us on the web at www.sb12.ca or www.greenraiders.ca. Have a nice day.